Alright, for this video we want to have a quick look at a Form 1099 INT for the 2023 calendar year and how this interest income gets reported on the Form 1040. So this is going to be a very simple example. We've got a 1099 INT here, and the only income item is reported in box 1. So all the remaining boxes don't have any values entered. So we've got the 1099 INT, we've got the sample Form 1040 here with the Schedule B, and then we have the instructions for the Schedule B as well. Now, the regular interest income that we have reported in box 1 here is just subject to your ordinary federal income tax. So whatever marginal rate you're paying is what you're going to pay taxes on. Now, if you see an item down here in box 8 for tax-exempt interest, that gets treated a little differently. Or if you have interest from U.S. savings bonds or treasuries, those would be subject to federal income tax, but not state income taxes. Tax-exempt interest would be exempt from federal taxes, but might be taxable in your state or residence. So in this example, we've got Adam, taxpayer here. He has a brokerage account with this company, and they paid him $209 in interest on his account. So the $209 in interest is ultimately reported on page 1 of your 1040 in box 2B. So we have box 2B, regular taxable interest income here, but it can also be reported first on Schedule B, and then it flows through to page 1 of the 1040 here. So what Adam's done here is he has included this interest on Schedule B. So Schedule B, Part 1, he's listed the name of the payor and then the amount of interest income that he received on the account. Now, Schedule B, you don't always need to include this, right? So Schedule B, if you have a look at the instructions, only under certain circumstances is it absolutely required, but you can always elect to simply include it with the return if you want. So at the top here, they've highlighted under what circumstances you would need to include this. So did you have over $1,500 of interest or ordinary dividends? That's a combination of the two, right? So if you had over $1,500 of income, that's taxable interest or dividends, you would have to do this. If you received any amount of interest from seller financed mortgages, if you had accrued bond interest, if you have OID amounts that you're reporting, and so on and so forth. And then the last one, quite important, if you had any kind of financial interest or signature authority over a financial account, then you should be including Schedule B. And the reason for that is at the bottom of Schedule B in Part 3, it does ask you to answer some yes or no questions about whether you had any foreign accounts. But in this example, Adam wasn't required to include Schedule B because he only has the $209 of interest and it's regular interest, so none of those unique circumstances apply, but he's elected to just include it anyway. So we've got the Schedule B, $209 of interest flowing through to 2B, and then that's all said and done. So very quick little tutorial there. I hope that was helpful. I've got a bunch of other videos on 1099 INT, so have a look below in the description. I'll include all those links, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.